Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and in today's video, nothing new. Absolutely nothing new. I'm just going to plop a little makeup on my face and go to the grocery store, and I thought I would let y'all just get ready with me. So, grab your makeup, grab a snack, grab something to drink, and let's get started. Today is November the 3rd. Today is my grandbaby's 5th birthday. So, I am very, 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 very happy, very excited. You know, he's the firstborn. He's my first grandchild, and he showed me what a true superhero looks like, and I couldn't be more proud of who he is, and who his mama is, and who he has helped made me be. So, I'm not going to get emotional, but I'm going to start with this Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. Now, I put this on my face sometimes as I'm getting ready to give it a little bit of a glow and some moisture. There we go. And I'm also trying to use it up. I'm trying to go through my setting sprays and really, you know, get them decluttered. And I've almost finished up my Tatcha silk canvas. So, today might be the day. We'll put a little bit of this on. Or a lot. I do love the way this smells. It is not a repurchase. Will never be a repurchase. Lesson learned with that. I may even upload this video today. I don't know. If I don't, I don't. Okay. There we go. We got that up there. For foundation, I mixed yesterday this is what I used the day of his little party. I used the Dior Backstge Face and Body mixed in with a little bit of the MAC Face and Body. The Dior is 2.5 neutral, and the MAC was warm 1. One was way too dark, one's way too light. Mixed them together, and I got what I needed. So, let's put a little bit on my face. I really love mixing these two. They are very comparable. I know they're both expensive AF, but they use this brush. They both work really well. And most of the time I don't even have to set it because it's very sheer. It's a very sheer formula, and it just gives me enough to kind of even things out. I feel like, let me back you guys up a little bit. Let's see. Is that a little better? Whoops. Okay. Maybe that's a little better. And it does build up very nicely. Layer up, build up, ever how you say it. I typically will put this on when I want something to kind of cover up my freckles, my imperfections on my face. And still give me a glow without much effort. And this does it. So, okay, there's that. Concealer. Got two up here. I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs Extra Shot because to me it's a little bit more hydrating. I have the Born This Way, what's it called? Multi-Scope. Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And I do like it. Zero complaints about it. But I think I'm almost out of it. So I'm going in with, I think this is got blush on it. So I'm going to use my no, I'm not. I'm going to use this sponge. It's a dry sponge. And you know what? I'm just going to use what's left over as eye primer. I think that's what I did. I don't need this for longevity. I am a big firm believer in eye primer, don't get me wrong. But for short-term wear, I guess, be an easy way to put it, I will use a concealer, whatever's left on, happen to be left on the sponge. And you know, I don't think I have a blush. Well, I do have a blush up here. It's not the one I used, but it's still one of my favorites. Yeah, the one I used, I'd already put up for some reason. Okay. Now, for powder, I'm going in with my Urban Decay Velvetizer. Very, very, very finely milled powder that I really enjoy. It doesn't make me feel cakey, and it does tone down a little bit of the brightness, which that's okay, because typically I'm always using a concealer that's way too light for me. And this is a translucent mixing medium is what it was. I don't even think they make it anymore. It's what it was marketed as. And it would be perfect for something like that, the combination I used, if you wanted to make it thicker, but I don't want to make it thicker. But it is a great setting powder for me because it does not give me a powdery look at all. I mean, you can, I don't know if you can really see, but it doesn't. Usually 2 seconds after I put powder under my eyes, in that crease right there, you can always see powder settling. It don't matter if I use a sponge, if I bake, if I use the teeniest, tiniest eyeshadow brush, it just collects there, but this powder doesn't. So, try to use my Velvetizer sparingly. I do have a big one, but this one that I'm using just happened to be it came in this. in a little bitty size. But it was hard to get out of that, so I stuck it in. I swapped out, this is a Laura Mercier pot. I just put, it was a little travel size. I put my Laura Mercier in my big pot of that. Now, go ahead and do my cheeks. This just happens to be on my desk, which is the Chanel Les Beiges Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. So, this was my foundation. Is that what I used for? No, this is. Losing my jaw. I swear I am. Okay, so I'm going to just pop a little bit of bronzer on. This is not a repurchase and never will be, and it took me a while to really like this, honestly. I did not, and I still, it's not a, you know, I'm just gonna pop a little bit on my, it is not a, I would say favorite of mine. It does apply nicely, blends nicely. It's much more of an orange red tone than what I normally like, but I have it and I'm going to use it. This was well, this was $50, and I did buy it from the Chanel website. I saved a box and everything, y'all. Even the box that it came in, the nice little square fancy box. I saved all that mess. I sure did. But I won't ever repurchase it again. For blush, I'm going to use my Essence the Blush in the shade Befitting. I used my Natasha Denona Cream Blush when I first used this. What day? For Zach's birthday. I'm losing my mind sometimes. For Zach's birthday, this is what, the Natasha Denona is what I used. And I really liked the way it wore. But this is also a favorite. That's why it's already on my desk. And it wore pretty, and it was a pretty, it was the Natasha Denona Cupid, and it's really pretty. It really is. I don't have any complaints about that. It came in a box charm. I didn't buy it. I actually have another Natasha Denona blush duo that I don't really like that much. It's very, very light. Maybe I'll pull it out one day. And for highlighter, I'm going in with Essence Pure Nude. You guys have seen this on my channel many, 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 many times. This is an all-time fave. I like that this does not emphasize texture. It does not bring out any of the imperfections. I have actually used this before as a setting powder. You know what? I'll actually do that again today. Let me take this brush and just, I'll take and just set my whole face with it. It reminds me of the Hourglass Ambient setting powder, or finishing powder, I think is what it's called. Anyway, this is just light enough that I can, it still feels a little tacky still from the foundation. That's all right. I am going to set my face. I'm not going to use that glowy one. I'm going to use this one, the last little bit of my Jen Atkin and Elf setting spray. It's almost out. Okay. Now, for eyes. I am going to put some more powder on my eyes because I stuck that bronzing up there. Yeah, there we go. Let me just... Yes, I'm using my blush brush because it's got some powder on it. Okay. Let me get my brows done and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. My eyebrows are like Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. If you know that reference, that movie reference, leave it in the comments below. Hint, it's primarily for kids, but I always like to say it. I always say it to my grandkids all the time. They want something and they can't have it and they keep asking. I'm like, okay, we're not going to talk about getting this anymore because it's like Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. They get so tickled. Anyway, okay, for eyes, I'm going in with this palette right here, which is the round pans. These are all Makeup Geek. And the square is the Viseart Mix Set, this palette. I just took them out of this. I just kept this, but they're these. And I used them at the day of the party, and I loved it. I loved it. So effortless. The look. I didn't do anything. I mean, it was a family party, so you know, obviously, I'm not going all out. Put you there. You stay out of the way. So I'll show you what I did. I went in first with this shade. This shade is very close to this shade, which I have hit pan on, which I think this is Creme Brûlée. Yep, Creme Brûlée by Makeup Geek. And unfortunately, can't get Makeup Geek anymore. And I think I do have a backup of that shade. I think it was in Manny's collab with them. I think. And if so, then I do have that. I have two of those palettes. One is new, unused, unopened. Well, obviously it's been opened, but it's not been used. And the other one I do use on occasion. I know some YouTubers don't like, or content creators, I'm not going to call myself a YouTuber. Really even a content creator. I'm just Jennifer on the internet. But some people on the internet, they won't use products because they're like, well, I don't want to use this because you can't get it anymore. Why not? Chances are somebody watching you has it, and maybe they want to see you do a look with it. I mean, or that's just wasteful to have something and to not use it because you can't no longer get it because you're unable to get it anymore. Why did you buy it in the first place? You know, I use products all the time that you can't get anymore. You know, maybe the point is to use it so somebody watching you says, well, you know what? I can't get that palette. I don't have that palette, but I got something that's really close to it. Let me see. And you find alternatives, dupes, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, I can go on a tangent about how those YouTubers are, but I'm not going to. I'm going to just shut my mouth and keep putting my eyeshadow on. Now I'm going in with this color. And then I'm going to deepen it with, I think I mixed these two together. And for the shimmer, I think I went in, can't remember. I either went in with this one, followed up with that one, or I went in with this one and followed up with that one. I did use this one in the center. I do remember that. Or the inner corner. We'll figure it out. Okay. Let's see. That one and that one. We'll mix them. I didn't do anything drastic. And my eye is starting to water, so it's not going to be quite as put together. And I had to turn my fan on as I was doing my brows. So if you hear that in the background, I'll try to edit it out. But it's real life. I don't know why I'm hot. It's 61 degrees. 61 outside. But you know what? I think I did leave my damn heat on. I need to go address that after this video. And I'm just going to blend that and that. It's a little stronger on this one than it is on this one. But be alright, it's just eyeshadow. And you know what? I'm going to go in with this one because I think I did use the darker copper. I have two Viseart palettes. Both I was able to get from Backstge. I don't think I went in with this one now that I got it on, but it's okay. And I must say, I do like them. They stayed on my eyes the entire day until I was ready to, and it wasn't anything, my makeup didn't bother me, my eyes weren't watering or, you know, anything like that. They were irritated. I was just tired. And so I took my makeup off. It was, I did wear mascara And I think that's why I even remembered that I had makeup on, because, whoops, because it was just very light feeling. But I really liked the look that I wore. I wore all black. I had a, just the way it was. I'm going to go in with this one over top of this bronze, because I do not think I wore that bronze. Seems like I went a little lighter. But nevertheless, it's going to be close enough. Yeah, I think that's what I ended up doing. Because when I put the lighter shade over top, it really brought out my my eyes. And then I'm going in with that shade. And just kind of going haphazardly over it a little bit. Nothing fancy. This is more of a everyday look for me. And I think for the inner corner, I used my Essence highlighter. And I think I just dabbed a little bit on the side of my nose. And I don't think I did anything on the lower. And a lipstick. I did go in with my Charlotte Tilbury. This one's in Walk with No Shame. One of my favorites. I am not for bougie makeup. I have some bougie makeup, but I'm out of that phase. But Charlotte Tilbury really does have a good lipsticks. They're not worth that money, but they are nice if you can catch them on sale. I didn't wear this gloss that day, but I am going to put a little bit of it on now. It's the Shine Theory Lip Gloss by Nabla. And this is the shade. I can't read it. For some reason, my eyes are not working very well. Let's see if this is, if you can read it. If you can't, I'm sorry. I'm spending way too much time with this. Anyway, it is a very beautiful shine. It's not sticky. It's not glittery. It looks like it would be very gold, but granted, it's got a little bit of the lipstick on it, but it's just a real pretty shine. Let me see. Let me turn the light off and see if you can see. you down. Okay. So, this is the completed look. Now, let's see. You know what? Let's wear some mascara. Let's do that. And I'm going to wear this Bite Beauty. I do not have my eyelash curler anywhere to be seen. And, no, I don't know where it is. And I'm not going to go look for it, so we're just going to go as is. So, I'm just going to do a very, very, very small amount on the outer part of my eye. There we go. And I don't wear lower mascara. Just never really have. Then this is the final look. This is my going to the grocery store. And because today is my Zachary's birthday, I wanted to wear what I wore to his little party. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Be beautiful and be kind. Bye.